So recently a documentary came out by a YouTuber called Mike Klum, and the documentary is about a YouTuber called Boogie2988. Now I'm going to be totally honest with you guys, this is a self-improvement channel and I'm all about self-improvement, but back in the day when I was quite young I used to watch quite a lot of this dude actually. I used to watch quite a lot of Boogie2988 back when I just used to binge watch YouTube and look for entertainment and stuff. I actually really liked his content. He did this kind of character called Francis where he would crave like Mountain Dew and like break Xboxes.
I want a Mountain Dew! I want my goddamn Mountain Dew!
But yeah, don't watch him anymore. But anyway, I'd definitely recommend you go watch the documentary if you are interested in this guy and his career and all the bad stuff he's done. And to be honest with you, after watching the documentary, I'm kind of convinced that that Boogie is just kind of not a really great guy. But I don't just want to shit on him in this channel because in this video, because I do actually feel quite bad for him. And I do think there's something that we can learn from this. This is a very extreme example of someone who needs self-improvement. There's a lot of mindsets that this guy has that I really think can be combated with self-improvement. And as much as Boogie2988 is an extreme example of someone who is on the very far end of self-destruction, and self-improvement is what he needs the most. Although he's an extreme example of that, he holds a lot of pessimistic mindsets and a lot of narcissistic characteristics that I do think quite a lot of people, maybe even you, could hold the same mindset. You might have the same mindsets as Boogie, although you aren't quite as far down where he is at his point in life. I do think that this mindset that he has is something I've actually seen in my own life with people I know. And I just want to talk about these mindsets and what we can do about it, how we can improve our lives, and just what we can learn from this overall situation. Optimism versus pessimism. So one of the common themes with the way Boogie2988 talks in this documentary is he is very pessimistic. So he often talks about how all is lost essentially. He should have looked after his body better. He's gonna take his regrets to the grave about how he ruined his YouTube channel. And he talks in this kind of fashion where it's almost like there's no hope. Like everything he says is very pessimistic. He's very self-deprecating and he just talks in a way that really doesn't seem like he is bothered about trying to fix his life.
The biggest regret I will ever have is knowing that I had a job that every person in the world would fucking kill for. And I fucked it up. 50? Yeah, probably. That's only 2 years away. Do I think I'll make 60, which is 12 years away? Probably not. So it's a waiting game now.
I'm the perfect victim. I have been victimized my entire life.
And this is kind of the whole pessimism side of it. And I want to talk to you about the difference between pessimism and optimism and what are the benefits of having a pessimistic outlook on life and an optimistic outlook on life. So for me, I think people who are pessimistic, people who are narcissistic, their outlook on life does not provide any value to not only them, but just anyone around them. Now, I understand people being pessimistic about certain things, right? YouTube channel, building a YouTube channel or going to the gym, I understand people being pessimistic, right? Oh, I'm not gonna go to the gym and lift weights because there's no way I'm gonna end up looking like Chris Bumstead or Mike Thurston. So I'm not even gonna bother, right? I don't have the genetics for it. I'm not genetically gifted. There's not a gym near me anyway, so what's the point of even trying, right? I sort of understand these pessimistic mindsets because absolutely, not everyone has great genetics. Some people just genetically have quite bad ability to build muscle. Me, all right? I don't have good genetics, but I still go to the gym. And having that pessimistic view can serve you in a way that it actually sets your expectations lower. So the only benefit I can think of of being a pessimistic person is your expectations are quite low. So when something good does happen, it's sort of really good for you, right? Oh, I didn't expect that, right? So your expectations are a lot lower. But being optimistic about something, i.e. I'm going to build this YouTube channel because I know that one day it's going to have 1 million subscribers and I'm going to be making loads of money from it. And I'm going to be really helping people and creating content that I really enjoy creating, right? These are quite optimistic viewpoints, right? And these, you could say these are my viewpoints, right, about this channel. I'm going to go to the gym because I want to get the best body possible. I'm going to build as much muscle as my genetics will allow, and I'm going to love every session that I go to the gym. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to feel good after doing it, right? These are optimistic outlooks on situations and endeavors. And I feel like having the optimistic outlook, although it sets your expectations quite high, i.e. this YouTube channel may never get to 1 million subscribers, in which case I'm like, oh, well, I kind of wanted that to happen, right? Having the optimistic outlook allows me to just work harder on the channel and to output more and to be more productive and to feel better whilst I'm working. If I was pessimistic about something, if I was pessimistic about this YouTube channel and I didn't think this YouTube channel was ever going to get anywhere, I never thought it would even get past 100 subscribers, right? Why would I work hard on making videos? Why would I even bother to put my phone on this tripod and press record? Why would you bother doing it? Well, the answer is you wouldn't. If you're pessimistic, it's going to limit you a lot in life. Now, remember, we talk about something called limiting beliefs on this channel, and it's something that you will have heard in the self-improvement space. A limiting belief is something where it's a belief that you have in your mind that is telling you that you can't do something, but there's no real kind of evidence that you can't do it, right? I'm not going to start a YouTube channel because I'm not very good at speaking. I'm not very good at video editing. I don't have a good enough camera. These are all limiting beliefs that are actually stopping you from starting a YouTube channel. I'm not going to go for this job. I'm not going to go for this really good job in my area because they won't want me. They've got enough people anyway. You know, they've got enough people. They won't want me there. I'm not good enough, right? It's a limiting belief, right? And it's stopping you from going ahead and doing those things in life that could improve your life, right? Self-improvement related stuff. And a lot of self-improvement, a lot of the hard work that comes in self-improvement, right? Going to the gym, going for the cold showers, improving your diet, going for the walks and meditating and reading books. A lot of these things, it's all about just getting over limiting beliefs, right? There is skill involved, there is knowledge involved and learning, but a lot of it is just the beliefs, right? It all starts with your core beliefs. If you believe you can do something, you're much more likely to go and do it. If you don't believe you can do it, you're not going to try. And the issue with Boogie2988, right? This guy, he seems to be full to the brim of limiting beliefs. He just doesn't feel like he can do it. He's very pessimistic, he has a very pessimistic mindset, and these limiting beliefs is what's stopping him from getting himself out of this situation and improving his life. I mean, just look at the guy. I don't want to bully him or anything. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to bully anyone, but he's in incredibly bad shape, right? He's dangerously obese. He could actually not live very long. He could die very soon because of his actions, because of his weight. And I've seen a lot of videos from him in the past, back when I used to watch him. I've been trying to lose the weight and he's never been able to do it. And I understand that he's had a horrendous upbringing. He's had really bad childhood trauma and a lot of bad things have happened to him in his life that I could never bring myself to understand or, relate to, because it's just not happened to me. But all I want to get out of this video for you is to understand that these mindsets are not uncommon. It's not exclusive to Boogie2988. These mindsets are actually really quite common among a lot of people. I know people that I'm very close with who have very pessimistic outlooks and a lot of limiting beliefs. And I think one of the best ways that we can start to get onto self-improvement, and the best way that Boogie2988 can start to get onto self-improvement and to just self-help and just to get out of this situation and improve his life, it would all start with getting rid of his limiting beliefs, changing the belief system, changing the outlook, becoming more optimistic, not being as pessimistic. So that is really what I want to get across to you. If you have limiting beliefs, if you think you can't do something, if you think things are going wrong in your life right now, if you're working on a YouTube channel, it's not getting you many subscribers, if you're really trying to go to the gym and you've been really consistent, you're just not seeing the progress, if you've cut out a bunch of food from your diet and you're really trying not to eat the sugar and the donuts and the sweets, but you're not losing weight yet, just change the belief system. Because if you are being pessimistic from the start with these things, especially on self-improvement, you're not going to be putting your effort into it. You're not going to get the results that you deserve. And it all starts with just being optimistic about it.
Lots of things in life are about your mindset, and you're using weight and disability. I can't. If that is the attitude that you're gonna have when you approach everything, then you can't, and you won't.
I did work in the porn industry for the better part of 7 years, so I mean...
Be real with me. Do you really think it would be a good idea to go to a real interview and reference porn?
And the good news is, with Boogie2988, I've just been looking through his channel recently, and I can see that he's actually getting more views now, and he seems to be making videos where he feels more positive on the camera. So I do think since this documentary has happened, it's been a good thing for him overall, almost like a hard reset, like a hard look at himself in the mirror. And I'm not going to really comment too much on him as a person because I've seen the documentary, and I definitely think if you're interested in this at all, it's a bit of a dopamine kind of documentary. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a bit of a waste of time if you are on self-improvement, but it does show you the extreme side of not being on self-improvement, right? And I'm not saying if you're not on self-improvement, you're going to end up like this guy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it does show you the other side, right? The other side of what it could be like, self-destruction. And this is really a good example, a perfect example actually, of someone who has gone through self-destruction. And this is what happens. And yeah, in his most recent videos I can see he seems a bit happier. He seems like he's giving off positive energy again. And I think a lot of what was his downfall of his career was he was being pessimistic, he was complaining, he was being very negative on the camera. And it caused him to lose 500,000 subscribers and lose all his money. And yeah, at least now it's like, it looks like he's doing better. And the only reason I even care is because I used to watch this guy quite a lot. I used to be a really big fan of his, and it is sad to see when someone goes on such a big downward spiral. But I do think that, you know, if you are interested in this, you can learn something from it. Just be aware that mindset and coming at things with a mindset in life and whatever your outlook is on life makes such a huge difference in how you're going to feel, the energy you're going to bring to the table, the kind of stuff that you're going to end up doing and pursuing. It's all mindset driven and it's all belief driven. And yeah, Boogie2988 is a perfect example of someone who has the wrong belief system, a negative belief system, and a very pessimistic outlook. And I just think that, you know, I'm quite happy. I think it looks like he's, you know, gotten rid of some of those limiting beliefs and, you know, started to improve himself. And I just think, you know, you and me can take something away from that and just think, at least we're not in his situation, but we can always have a more positive outlook. We can always be less pessimistic. We can always get rid of our limiting beliefs and just go for it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about in this video. Hope you got some value out of it. Hope you found it motivational in any way. And remember, just improve yourself by 1% every day and you'll get there. See ya.